I can give you a whole new look.
We've sold swords.
Jimmy, back from killing some dwellers? Come on in.
You been up to much lately? Nah, me neither. I sometimes wish I'd joined me dad with a family business.
Why didn't you?
Well, I never saw myself as a sugar salesman. And it wasn't really feasible after I killed him and all.
Oh, shame.
Jimmy! Over here, mate! Don't be shy, Jimmy. Come on over!
I shot that bird till it was stone cold dead.
Hey, Jimmy, over here! Don't be shy, Jimmy. Come on over! Don't be shy, Jimmy. Come on over! Jimmy, show Stilts here that thing you do. You know, the thing.
What thing? Roll over, you stupid. Where the bloody hobs is it?
Doesn't Wolfie like his cage?
Wolfie, I told you. Gilbert.
He just doesn't look like a Gilbert to me.
All right, Jim, how's things? You been drinking in Brightwall again? Don't let anybody tell you drinking alone is wrong. That's some of the best times I've had. Anyway, in you go then, mate.
Ah, it's hardly worth killing you. Won't get much off of your corpse.
Oi! Don't let that little wimp... It's not Jimmy!
Nice one.
Call that a... Nice tattoo. I think I'll cut it off you. Ready to die?
This guy's a right menace with that gun.
Kill the Jimmy impersonator!
I'm gonna rip out your innards somewhere.
Get off your ass and back in the fight! Don't leave your ass like that, you! Don't worry, mate. We'll dig that boot. There! Got it!
You're a bloody beggar, aren't you, boy? What you doing fighting the likes of us? Oh, good shot. That did some damage.
The little freak's nearly down, lads. Can I have this one's
Don't worry, just a scratch. Jigsaw. Great shoot. Try for a headshot next time.
Jimmy was
Keep your heads down, boys!
Leave him! He's mine! You've left quite a trail of bodies. You're not one of Sabini's dwellers, that's for damn sure. But you'll die like one.
Somebody do something!
No, block that. You'll have to try.
He's winning! The bastard's winning! Yeah, come on!
You're a worm on a hook, you fish.
finish him off! Can't stop him, can ya?
think of winning.
But I've got one last trick before I die.
Good move! It won't be enough to save you. Stop! You've won. This battle is yours. Kill me or let me live, it's your choice. And my men will honor it. We may be nothing but mercenaries, but we have our codes, like any other soldiers. We'll leave the dwellers be, no matter what you do. That is a warrior's promise. Thank you. I won't forget this. Let the stranger go!
You have taken another step on the road to rule. Sparing Saker has won over the support of his followers. Word is already spreading of your compassion and your strength.
Momentous occasion. Your first victory in battle. I'm no expert on personal combat, but I would say, based on the fact that you're not dead, you acquitted yourself rather well. It's hard to believe that just a few days ago I was rousing you from a comfortable bed. It would seem that you have completed 2 of the tasks that Sabine set for you. If you return to Brighton, you will find Sir Walter has some news on how to fulfill the last requirement. Sir Walter is still waiting for you in the Brightwall Tavern. He seems to have become rather attached to the place.
We're low on stock, so I'll give you a bit extra for certain items.
If you can't find what you want, it's not worth buying.
What's this? There's a chicken feather in my beer. Is that normal?
Ah, yes, the special ingredient of...
Ah, here he is. We were just talking about you.
Indeed, we have made a toast to your stupendous feat in ridding Miss Peak of Saker and his men. They have been a source of great distress for some time.
Nobody will be more pleased than Sabine. His dwellers might find some peace now.
Of course, nobody has suffered more than they.
I've been telling Samuel here about the terrible situation they're in. He thinks he may be able to help.
Yes, well, perhaps. I mean, of course. The thing is, as I was just explaining to Sir Walter, Brightwall has no overabundance of resources itself. The King's levies are rather steep, and we face shortages more often than is comfortable.
But
But were you to improve things around Brightwall, the people would be most grateful. And when people are grateful, they're also charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
there you have it. The way I see it, you will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. Pardon me for overhearing. As it happens, I've learned of a promising method for amassing followers. If you'll return to the sanctuary at your earliest convenience, I can show you what I mean. Ah, now, the book says there is an additional rather amazing capability about the sanctuary's map table. It can help you find people who are in need of a hero. An excellent way to gain followers is by helping villagers in need. Take a closer look at Brightwall and I will explain more. You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region. Having difficulty deciding? You may be able to help the others later, but you must start with someone. By completing quests for those in need, you will prove your abilities and demonstrate your potential as a leader.
That this fair city demands we must feed. You, good sir, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. We shall never agree.
Ah, if only we could get our hands on Morley's lost play. It would solve all our problems.
Yes, it is said to bring together the opposites of tragedy and comedy in an exquisite marriage of forms.
But perhaps you can find it.
Yes, we beg you. The theatre, the muses, the very heart and soul of this town will thank you. Splendid, splendid! You should know we did commission an elderly detective to search the library for clues as to the play's whereabouts, but he never returned.
The man's name is Ransom Locke, and he's rather closer to senility than one would like, truth be told.
If you come across this gentleman, he may be able to aid you. I believe he is looking for the collected works of the playwright Philip Morley, as we speak.
One can only hope they were not burned when the king closed down the academy and its library.
Turn back now, mortal one. Stay away from this accursed place. Only death and insanity await you. Don't pick it up! No, really, I'm serious. Just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you're not getting my lost play, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear fellow, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
My love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head. Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2. Which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus, thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy.
My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine. Cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
We're gonna smash your face in, punk. That shot looks nasty.
Oi! Leave him alone! It's a friend of mine! First one to...
Arse! Just like that, he's cool. Take that, you cheesy skin man.
More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live. You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus. Hey, you're broke, ain't ya? Next one, it's all blood. First pick of the loot. Sure wish me best. All my men dead, my vengeance denied, my world undone. I cannot stand to live 1 second more.
A tremendous performance. That's just the ending I wanted to see when I was a young boy attending the theatre every weekend. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? And the way you improvised some of those roles, you brought new life to my words. I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it the Ham Sandwich. A metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play. Do you have it? We're saved, Lambert.
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds. Thank you 1,000,000 times. Thank you.
His head bosom. It's already working. Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands.
Hark. Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say...
Great big giant bosoms!
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
I'm beginning to understand why Philip Morley never published this particular piece of work in his lifetime.
Indeed, it is too far ahead of its time. Perchance one day a civilization will rise with the broadness of brain to truly appreciate it.
If you ask me...
I have no doubt that the people...
Oh, this is terrible. Somehow the gate got open, and all of my chickens have escaped. I don't know... Right, you'll need this. Contrary to what most people think, chickens are very, very crafty. They will...
Dare I say, you're not like...
Won't fall for it.
A rather special gift has arrived for you in the usual place. You have several new suits. Those will make dressing easy. You're...
Of that. Come here, chickie, chickie. I've got some lovely treats for you. Oh no, too smart. You have anything psychological. Now, they won't... Terrific! We're gaining the initiative. Go on, there are still more out there.
Nice doing business with you.
More for your money today. I'll buy anything. Well, almost anything.
Last time I was here, Brightwall was buzzing with culture. I remember an activity that attracted huge crowds. What was their name?
That would be Lambert and Pitt.
That's all of them. At last, the town can rest easy.
Oh, Bernard, you've got to lock them up again. This isn't right. They deserve to be free.
You're always on about the chickens and their freedom. You know what I think? I think it was you let them out.
You're right. I admit it.
All right. We'll let them live. But only if you swear never to let them out again.
All right. All right. We'll work this out.
I hope I haven't made a terrible mistake. But if I killed them, I would just make them martyrs.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following
just don't
in
know
Brightwall.
about this.
This should be
It's
more than
what's
enough
best,
to convince this little hamlet
It's
to
the
send
right thing
aid
to
to
do.
the dwellers.
I wish I could believe that.
I believe Samuel awaits
really
you at
do.
the town gates
Now
to
we
express
just
that
have to
very
figure
sentiment.
out a compromise.
Haven't I compromised enough?
We need to figure out a way the chickens can get the most out of their lives while still making you feel safe.
Ah, hello. I trust you are finding everything all right? You do look the image of a mercenary. May have something to do with the fact that you're dressed as one.
There you go. Oh,